हेलो स्टूडेंट। आज हम क्लास 8 के चैप्टर 1 फोर्स एंड प्रेशर की बात करेंगे। इन दिस चैप्टर वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट फोर्स एंड प्रेशर। सो फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज फोर्स। First question arises in this chapter: what is force? So force is a push or pull or a pull on an object due to its interaction with another object. Here, force is defined as a push or a pull on an object. This line is too important. Push or a pull on an object due to interaction with another object. The term interaction. It's also important thing. For force on a body or an object is a push or a pull applied on that object due to another object when both are interacted with each other. So we can say that force between two objects is due to interaction with them. Like when you are going to the home of your friend and you need to open the gate, you will push or pull the gate or door. Now you are interacted with that door, so you have opened the door. Now force is a vector quantity. It means force has magnitude as well as direction. It means force is a vector quantity. That means force is always represented with the help of its magnitude, having unit, and also the direction. Second thing, SI unit. SI unit of force is Newton. Represented with the help of capital N. See, the name of the unit is Newton in the honor of Newton. When it is written as a unit, then first letter is also a small letter, and when it is represented with the help of a single letter, then it is used as a capital N. So capital N represents the unit of force, which is Newton. Force is a vector quantity. That means it has magnitude as well as direction, and SI unit of force is Newton. Now, generally, it's possible maybe large number of forces are acting on a body at a time. It's mean an object A is placed on a surface may be subjected with more than one force. This is F1 and this is F2. And also a third force may be applied on this body, F3. So at a time there may be multiple forces on the body. So we need to find resultant force. Resultant force. So resultant force is a single force which replaces all forces acting on the body at a time with same effect. It's mean when multiple forces are acting on a body at a time or simultaneously, then a single force which can replace these all forces acting on the body with the same effect is called resultant force. Is called resultant force. Just see example. It's a body. There are two forces. One is of 10 Newton and another is of 20 Newton acting on this object. Now see here, 10 Newton is applied towards right side and 20 Newton is being applied towards left on the body. Here two forces are acting on this body. Now we need to find out their resultant force acting on the body. So a single force which can replace these all forces with same effect. See here, 20 Newton is trying to move this body in left direction while 10 Newton is trying to move this body in right direction. So only 10 Newton, 20 Newton minus 10 Newton, that is equals to 10 Newton force is acting on the body to move its leftward direction. See here, we have considered the direction of the force and also its magnitude. This is a vector quantity. From here, we can write down for resultant force we need to subtract smaller force from larger force and direction of resultant force is same as larger force. See, in this example, 20 Newton is larger than 10 Newton and resultant is also of 10 Newton here. 20 minus 10, that is 10 Newton. 20 Newton is trying to move this block in left direction, 10 Newton is trying to move this block in right direction. But resultant is of 10 Newton, which is tending to move this block in left direction. So when two forces are opposite, for resultant force we need to subtract a smaller force from larger force and direction of the resultant force is same as larger force when both forces are opposite in direction. See, when both two forces are opposite in direction, in that case for resultant we need to subtract a smaller force from larger force and the direction of resultant is same as the larger force. Now next case is we have an object and two forces are acting on the object. Newton force and 20 Newton force. In that case, see here, both forces are trying to move this body in rightward direction. So both forces are acting on an object in same direction, then its resultant will be of 30 Newton 20 Newton plus 10 Newton, resultant is of 30 Newton. You may also draw this diagram as following: 10 Newton, 20 Newton. And resultant may be also drawn as 30 Newton. So when forces are in same direction, resultant is sum of their magnitude and in same direction. Let's do some example. Now we have an object on which 3 force 5 Newton, 6 Newton, 8 Newton and 4 Newton are acting on this object. Now see, 5 Newton is trying to move this body in right direction, and also 4 Newton is trying to move this body in rightward direction. So we can draw a diagram with the resultant of this 5 and 4. Both 5 Newton and 4 Newton is acting to move the body in right direction. So a rightward force can be drawn of 5 plus 4 Newton, which is of 9 Newton. 6 Newton and 8 Newton both are acting to move the body in left direction. So here leftward force is of 8 Newton plus 6 Newton, that is of 14 Newton. Now body has two forces, both are in opposite direction. In right direction, rightwards 9 Newton, towards left 14 Newton. So resultant here 14 Newton is higher than 9 Newton. So resultant will be in this direction and its magnitude will be 14 Newton minus 9 Newton, that is of 5 Newton. You may also draw this diagram as following. Resultant is of 5 Newton towards left. This force is trying to move this body in left direction.